watching. And imagine being 11 years old, and all you can see is darkness on your journey of life. You're not experiencing pain, but maybe a little sadness, a little confusion about which direction you should go. And all you've prayed for is this light to show you the way. Honestly, you're just asking for enough light to be able to see your feet so that you know you're at least standing on the right path. Well, one day my prayers were answered. It came in the form of a woman named Sunny who came to speak at my school and talked about a program called Summer Bridge at the time, as we all know it's Breakthrough now. And she became the star in the sky that showed me the way. And what I found at the end of my journey was home. This place felt like home to me. It was the first time in my life I felt like I belonged. And I believe the first day I stepped foot on these grounds was the first day of the rest of my life. Because here at Breakthrough, I really started to discover my true self. And so some people might ask, how? How could a program that only works with kids for 6 weeks out the summer and periodically throughout the school year have so much impact? My answer to them would be hope. See, most kids who came from my neighborhood, we just needed hope. We needed to believe that there was more in this world than the circumstances that we were birthed into. And so every day I traveled here on the school bus, I felt like I was coming into a whole new world. For a lot of kids like myself, we didn't get to travel as a family, and so when I came here, it felt like a vacation. I didn't leave the state of Colorado until I went to college. And so at 11 years old, this place felt amazing to me, and it gave me the light that I needed to grow. The culture here at Breakthrough plants seeds of hope and begins to water those seeds. And so by the end of your STARS year or that 9th grade summer, you can actually see your growth. But Breakthrough also teaches you a valuable lesson about how to get your own water so that you can continue that growth. And all of a sudden you look up and you see this giant tree of dreams and your aspirations. Breakthrough was where I discovered the value of education. It's also where I accepted the truth about myself, that I actually loved school and that I was proud to be a high achiever. And so every summer I continued to evolve. I continued to grow into a young man. Academically speaking, I made gains that my peers who opted not to come to Breakthrough did not make. But beyond my academic development, I also developed some soft skills. I learned what it means to be a leader. I learned about perseverance and how to overcome obstacles. But most importantly, I learned about the power of making positive decisions. Breakthrough was the first real decision that I had to make, and I've strived to make positive decisions ever since. As adults, we're able to reflect and put things that we've experienced into proper perspective. And so I have a few friends in my life who I consider to be brothers. They opted not to come to Breakthrough. And so while I was discovering my true self, they sat idle and never really developed a true sense of self. In hindsight, I can see their paths so clearly and where they went wrong. While I was here at Breakthrough planting seeds that would grow into my current reality and into my aspirations to change the world, their gardens over time became full of debris and weeds. They did not have the hope and the light that they needed. And so after my time as a student, I realized that I still needed to be a part of this community. And so I became a superhero, which is like an administrative assistant to the program. And that was my first experience as a professional. But I viewed myself not only as a superhero, I viewed myself as an ambassador for this program, and I promised myself that I would do any and everything to ensure that more students would be able to have this positive experience. So one of the most valuable things that I experienced as a superhero is something that others might take for granted. So at the time, my family moved all the way to Commerce City. And so I would have to wake up, and I'd leave my house at about 5:30 a.m. every day, and I would walk, it felt like 20 minutes, to the nearest bus stop. I would ride the bus for about an hour and 20 minutes, and then get off right up the street here at Colorado in Hampton. I would then begin to walk. For me, that walk was magical. Every day I would experience my surroundings, the quiet, the calm. I would look at the houses, and as I walked, I would just dream. I dreamt about the day that I would be able to live in a nice house, in this type of community, with a school like this in the backyard, because to me that symbolized success. I would take myself down these different tangents and fantasize about all the different roads that could get me there. It was on this walk that I created my roadmap to success. And so after my time as a superhero, I worked at Breakthrough as a program coordinator, a math teacher, dean of students, a co-site director, and each different experience taught me something about my professional self, about what I liked and what I didn't like. So everyone would say, Ez, you should be a teacher. You're good with managing the classroom. You're good with kids. But little did they know in my car, I had ungraded papers this high. And that's when I was going to adopt the grade your neighbor's math paper method. And so what I learned about myself was like, well, maybe I didn't want to be a teacher. I would always find a way to engage with under-resourced students and communities in need. I was later awarded the Daniel Swan Scholarship when I graduated from Howard University. I went on to receive my MBA at San Diego State, and I'm the first in my family to graduate college and get an advanced degree. After getting my MBA, I started working in banking as a business specialist. Shout out to the bankers. But I felt that my time and energy needed to be somewhere else. And so I spoke with a mentor and friend, Christine Vaughn, the previous executive director, about how I was feeling. Give it up for Christine, I know she's not here. She encouraged me to get involved with Denver Public Schools. She knew I was passionate about working with students, and she agreed to give me a strong recommendation if I found an opportunity. So I got a job and I started working with our most at-risk youth. I was working with the students who were down to their last opportunity. I helped these students re-engage in school, and I helped them find hope in their circumstances. I would later discover an opportunity to merge my business background and my passion for education in a new DPS department called Career Connect, where we implemented programming that was geared towards helping students create their own roadmap to career and college success. I turned that opportunity into the job that I have today as an operations manager for the Career and College Success Department, where I manage a multi-million-dollar project fund. Every decision that I make, I use that student's first mentality. The foundation that I developed when I was here in this community are the same principles that guide my life today. Every day I use the Breakthrough Pledge, and I commit myself to hard work, dedication, respect, fun, and most of all, excellence in learning. So I'll close with this final thought. Breakthrough means the world to me. It was here that I found my sense of self, and it was here that I developed so many meaningful relationships that have impacted my life. I met the best man of my wedding here. I met the godmother of my son here. I met the person who would become like a second mother to me and took me in during high school here. And I met the person who helped me begin a successful career in education here at Breakthrough. And so I want to thank all of you for helping to create this space and for supporting this community year after year. I encourage all of you to continue to learn more about the students and the teachers in this program because they are all very special. Let's all work together to impact this part of the world that has helped so many students and aspiring teachers find their hope and the light that they need to grow. It is my dream that in 25 years, I'll be sitting in these seats and there'll be another student up here talking about how Breakthrough changed their life. I am a husband, I'm a very proud father, I'm an educator, but first I was a Breakthrough student. Thank you and good night.